What it do? What's poppin'?
How's everything going, man?
I'm good. You know, working.
That's what's up, man. We also got Kool G Rap calling in, man. You familiar with Kool G Rap?
Yeah, I heard that name before.
Yeah, man. One of the veteran MCs, man. But we noticed that you putting in, a lot of videos and stuff out, on World Star and stuff like that, man. For a lot of artists that that are listening, what's the importance behind putting out so much content and so many videos for the world to see?
Well, for me, I thought it was dope that first of all, you got to be different. You got to do. You got to be different. You got to do the opposite of what everybody else in your city or in your state doing. I mean, if you really look, you don't really see other 15-year-olds who trying to come up and do it. Got videos back to back. And I go by, while everybody else trying to get their music out, you get your face out. You know what I'm saying? You do a video, you either send it to World Star or you put it on the internet, YouTube, the Twitter, you get your face out. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, even before I was rapping, when I was doing videos, that was my motto.
Talk, a couple of people talking about the Carter 4. Did you get a chance to hear it?
No, I have heard some songs and the single off it, but all I got is the single is hot.
G Rap right here, baby. Yeah, been in the trenches, baby. You know what I'm saying? Putting that hard grind in. You know what I'm saying? And putting the album together. The next projects. You know what I'm saying? I got an EP dropping before the album. You know what I mean? So that's what it's basically been about for a minute now. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm here doing.
Okay. All right. So there was a lot of rumors. There was a rumor that you was gonna sign with Rick Ross and, a couple of other people, so maybe you can, for the listeners, update them on whether that is true or not.
Well, me and Rick Ross, we were sitting down talking for a minute, and, we was considering, collaborating together on a business side, but it just didn't pan out in black and white, but, you know what I mean? It's like no hard feelings or nothing like that. We still laid a couple of records down together. You know what I'm saying? Some dropped. He dropped a couple of those on a EP he had put out before his album earlier this year. You know what I mean? And it's all good. You know what I mean? It's all love. You know what I mean? It's just two grown men, generals that just, you know what I'm saying, they see out our own business, but the relationship is still intact. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what's up, man. If you're just tuning in to Spate Radio right now, we got a legend on the line, Kool G Rap, one of the, still considered to be one of the hottest lyricists ever. How does it feel to have a title like that, to be considered one of the, like in the category with the Jay-Z's and the how does it feel to be in the top category?
I mean, it feels good. It definitely let me know I don't do what I do for nothing because, like, whenever I'm doing anything, whether it's my own project or whether it's a feature with somebody else, I mean, I go full throttle, you know what I mean? So it's good to have recognition for your work, you know what I mean? So I feel very much appreciative to, anybody that classify me in the top 10, top 5, you know what I mean? It's much appreciated, man. I'm honored.
Okay, and so, I got a lot of questions. I asked people on Twitter, what they wanted me to ask you, and, a lot of the fans, and a lot of people wanted to know, it seemed like you fell back from music for a little while. What was the reasons why it seemed like you fell back, maybe took some time off and everything? What were some of the reasons for that?
I mean, it's not that I deliberately fell back. It's just that, like, I gotta like, take my time, and I'm not the type of artist, I gotta take my time and focus and really know, like, what I want to say. You know what I'm saying? Like when I come back out, and how I want to, how I want to bring it across to my fan base or to the audience in general. You know what I mean? So, and it's like I don't just do it just to do it. You know what I mean? Like it got to come from the heart. You know what I'm saying? So, it just had to take this time. You know what I'm saying? To develop to the level of me actually getting a real clear direction and a real clear vision of how I want to come across KGR 2010 or 2011. You know what I mean? And I got that together, like during the years of like 2009, 2010, I basically caught that vision and I just put it in art form. You know what I'm saying? And I'm about to shoot it to the people. And then I feel real good about the project. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I know Cash is going to feel what I'm doing and feel how I'm bringing it across and what I'm saying.
Good. I got Rock Mob Straight Drop and Maserati Black on the line, man.
What it do?
What's the deal, fellas?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Yo, I'm feeling the single that you got with Short Dog, man, fresh, man. That's a hot song right there.
Man, I appreciate it. We put a lot into what we do, bro. You know what I'm saying? And, that was food for thought what G Rap was talking about, man, because it's real talk. You can't beef and be in the street at the same time. You feel what I'm trying to say? It's impossible.
Separate the two. Separate the two. It's impossible.
Yeah, you gotta choose one thing or the other, right?
Right. Exactly. You got to do one thing or the other. You know what I'm saying? How you going to dedicate all your time? I mean, being an artist, it's like that's serious business. You got to put your all into it. You can't put your all into both. We tried to do that for years, and we've been making music for many years, and people always ask us, why y'all ain't here, why y'all ain't there? We was putting too much time into the street, and that's why we put our time into our craft like we do now. You know what I'm saying? We put 150 into this right now.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta take my hat off and salute him for that because that was real. You cannot do both. I tried it for so many years, and they're like, yo, man, I'm street, I'm doing this and doing that, but nigga, you lacking on something. You know? You ain't gonna get it all the way in. And right now, the Rock Mob, we going in all the way.
All the way.
That's what's up. So yo, how'd you hook up with Short Dog for the single?
Man, we was rolling with Short Dog. We was on like, me and Short, we did he was fooling with my man Tar Uno. Shout out to Tar Uno. We was doing a promo little thing together. We used to hit like 3-4 clubs a night. And Short Dog used to come to my studio after every event we had. So me and Short started vibing. We good people. And then we got into months later. How things had kind of like died down, and I was looking for a hot single. And I went over to my man Cino's studio, Honorable Cino, your producer. Shout out to him too. And he just had this banger up in the clip. You know what I'm saying? He had one in the head, and I'm like, yo, what's up? He's like, I got a song for y'all, man. It fits y'all. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of like dropped our lyrics to it, and the show was feeling it. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of, the hook wasn't even like that. He kind of like felt as though he needed to stamp that hook. You know what I'm saying? Like the Young Money Rock Mob. He felt as though he needed to stamp that. And he went in on it, And we came up with a fresh, and that's where we at right now,
It's like this.
Check it out, show.
I'm right in front of my front steps, thinking of a plan, looking like Raggedy Ann or doing hand, kicking a can, thinking of a break to pull some bacon, because I'm dead and stinking. So's all my shoes winking, t-shirt is shrinking. Soon I see some thighs and my eyes open wide quick. Who's that with the chick? Bill blast my sidekick. What's up, black? Give his hand a smack. Then up pulls a Cadillac. Yo, baby, we'll be back. Jump right on the side. Not too many people sober thinking about who gotta get robbed because the mob got a job for us.